Hey, what's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a good day. As you can see, today's video looks a little bit different than the usual topic of videos that I upload along the lines of baseball cards and whatnot. Today's a MLB 19 The Show video where I will be doing a simulation of the career of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So to do that, we will hop into a Blue Jays franchise. I will try to make this as realistic and hands-off as I can, because I want this to be realistic, like I said. So I'm going to turn on auto manage for all three of these. So if the possibility of Vlad going to a different team, like trading or something, like I want that to be possible. I don't want to have the capability to just re-sign him every single year, year after year. But yeah, let's take a look at his stats. As you can see, these stats are pretty incredible for a rookie, especially just getting called up into the majors with an 89 overall and an 8 potential. Right out of the bat, he has 78 contact versus righties, 86 versus lefties, and his power versus righties is 81, and versus lefties it is 66. Yeah, these stats are pretty unheard of for a rookie of the same caliber as Vlad. But we will put him in the lineup day one and see his progression with stats and his overall by the end of the first season. I'll put him in at hitting third and then just not mess with it for the rest of the season. So I will catch up with you once season one is done, and we will take a look at the rookie season that Vlad has. As season one came to a close, you could see that Vlad's stats weren't as great as a 89 overall player should have had, with 22 home runs, 69 RBIs, and he batted .266, which is pretty solid for a rookie. But that being said, his overall did drop 3 percentage points, and you can take a look at his attributes, which fluctuated a little bit there. Vlad did not win Rookie of the Year. Eloy Jimenez was the Rookie of the Year. The Blue Jays did not make the playoffs, and Vlad did not win any season awards. So I will catch up with you guys after the offseason is over at the beginning of spring training to see if anything has changed. We're back at the start of spring training, and Vlad's overall has bumped back up 2 percentage points to an 88. He will still be in the lineup hitting third for this season. I will catch up with you guys at the end of season number 2, and we will take a look at his overall and his stats and his attributes. And then I'll show you guys the third season, and then we'll skip to the 5th and 10th, 15th, and if he's still playing around then, and then until retirement, just for a heads up and a plan for the rest of this video. I thought this would be an important spot to update you guys. Vladimir was traded from the Blue Jays to the Mariners about halfway through the second season of his career. So Vladdy will now be a Seattle Mariner. We're back again at the end of season 2, where Vlad finished out his season on the Seattle Mariners. As you can see, his numbers look pretty similar to the first season that he had, with 22 home runs, 78 RBIs, and a 289 average. So he did have a boost in statistics in season number 2, and his attributes put him at a 87, with his hitting stats continuously increasing, but his stealing and base running aggressiveness were decreasing. Another blockbuster trade occurred in the offseason, where Vladdy was sent to the Braves from the Mariners. I'm not really sure why he's getting traded so much. I don't really think that this is realistic, but like I said, this is as hands-off as I can make it. I do not control any of these teams, and I didn't even control the trading when he was on the Brewers. That was all automatic, done by the CPU. So I will update you guys with the statistics and attributes, I guess not statistics, but the attributes that Vladdy has going into season number 3. Going into his third season, you can see that the Braves have Vladdy hitting 5th in the order behind Acuna. and his overall has gone up to a 91, which should produce his best numbers thus far. His seasons have been pretty short-lived on the two teams that he's been on so far, so we'll have to see if he's able to play the entire season on the Braves or if he gets traded in another blockbuster trade. But this is already his third team at age 21, and I will update you guys if anything crazy occurs further down the road in this season. Vladdy played well for the Braves in Season 3, posting 28 home runs, 103 RBIs with a 297 average. And with numbers like these, he was able to get boosted one more overall, putting him at a 92. And here you can take a look at his attributes, which have increased due to his successful season. The next time I will be showing you Vladdy's attributes and stats will be after his 5th season, unless there is a trade or something crucial happens that I feel as though I need to update you guys about. I thought I'd update you guys that Vladdy did win postseason MVP for the Braves, and the Braves won the World Series this year, which Vladdy took World Series MVP in as well. So we will see how he ends his 5th season coming off this strong World Series win in season number 4. After 5 seasons, here are Vladdy's numbers. He has 128 career home runs, 439 RBIs with a career average of 286. And these statistics have upgraded these attributes, putting him at a 98 overall after 5 seasons, which is a pretty solid increase. I think the stat that stands out the most to me is his 99 arm strength and his 98 contact versus lefties. We'll see if any other attributes continue to rise as high as those after season 10, unless he signs a contract with a different team or gets traded or anything like that. In the off seasons between seasons 6 and 7, Vladdy was picked up by the Brewers to a 9-year, $171 million contract. So he will be there for a long time unless they decide to trade him. But you could see his numbers and stats from season 6 there. So we will continue to follow the career of Vladdy, and like I said before, I will catch up with you after season 10 unless something crazy happens where he's traded again. Here we are taking a look at Vlad's stats after his 10th season has come to a close. In 2028, he arguably had his best season in comparison to the rest of them, with his 2022 season being a close second, in my opinion, with the 30 home runs, 116 RBIs, and the 289 average. I thought it was kind of weird how he has progressed to more of a contact hitter than a power hitter over his career, which is why you really don't see any more than 31 home runs. But his average has always been fairly high. So I think that's a little bit strange considering the style of hitter that he is in today's game. But I am not complaining about how he has progressed over the years. He still has his contract with Milwaukee, so nothing will happen with him signing a free agency or anything for a few more years, except for the fact that he may be traded. So I will regroup with you guys at season 15, unless for some reason he retires before then or is traded again. Another quick update, Vladdy won the Silver Slugger Award for third baseman in 2029, his first award since winning the World Series MVP and postseason MVP with the Braves. Vlad Jr. was able to capture the batting title in his 2030 season with his highest average of his career, hitting .332. As the offseason was progressing and I was clicking through recent free agency signings and trades and whatnot, I was clicking too fast and I missed a full circle moment where Vladdy was traded back to the Blue Jays. I'm not sure who they traded him for, but it obviously had to be pretty decent people for him being 99 overall. We will see if he will remain on the Blue Jays for the rest of his career His contract is up in a few years. This is the 2031 season, which is his 13th season in the MLB. We'll see what happens at the end of season 15, like I said, unless he wins any more awards or is traded again. In 2032, Vladdy was able to win the Silver Slugger Award for third baseman with a .291 average, 43 home runs, and 110 RBIs, along with winning postseason MVP for the Blue Jays. And they did go on to win the World Series, but he did not win World Series MVP. This is Vladdy's second World Series championship and his second ring. In his 15th season in the major leagues, Vladdy was able to win the Silver Slugger Award for third baseman for the second year in a row, hitting .308 with 29 home runs and 107 RBIs. And at this point in his career, you can see that Vladdy has started to slow down a bit, with most of his attributes being subtractions rather than additions to his overall. He has dropped to a 86 overall, but he was able to still post a .308 average for being 33 years old. The only highlight for Vladdy in his 2034 season was the addition of a gold glove to his trophy case. Since Vladdy's overall is not high enough to be notable anymore as like a notification when a team signs him, I did not know that he signed with the Brewers again for a 1-year, $3.7 million deal. He looks like he will be the backup third baseman for the Brewers this year. So we will see how much longer he continues to play in the league, or when he is demoted to the minor leagues, if that is the case. After Vladdy's 1-year contract with the Brewers expired, he inked a 2-year deal paying $550,000 per year with the Rockies. He is still in the major leagues, and it does look like he will be starting this year for the Rockies due to the fact that there's no other third baseman who looks like they would be competing with him for the starting spot. Coming back for his 20th season in the major leagues, Vladdy was able to ink a 7-year deal paying around $500,000 per year. After his 20th season in the major leagues, Vladdy is still putting up numbers, hitting .272 with 14 home runs and 47 RBIs, even at a 64 overall. His attributes, his hitting stats are still pretty decent. After 25 years of playing professional baseball, Vladimir Guerrero is still in the league at the age of 44. He has not played since the 2042 season and is currently a free agent with the overall of 59. It is highly unlikely that he will be picked up by another team, but it is still crazy just to see him still in the league, just like not wanting to give up the baseball career, I guess. But yes, this is after 25 seasons in the major leagues. After 26 seasons of professional baseball and 24 with 5 different teams consisting of the Blue Jays, the Mariners, the Braves, the Brewers, and the Rockies, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has decided to call it a career. He ends his career at 55 overall with 23 years of service, even though he was actually playing in the MLB for 24 years. That was his 2036 season. That didn't count as a full year. But as you can see for his stats, he had 549 home runs, 1776 RBIs, with a .287 career average and 3,366 career hits. Rather impressive career for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in my opinion. Understandably, Vladdy got inducted into the Hall of Fame, and you could see his stats there again. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you do like this style of video, let me know a player that you would like to see me do next. Please hit that subscribe button and leave a like, because this did take a very long time to record and just simulate through 26 baseball seasons. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.